what else can I say about the hair? I like it. Except this part. Oh, go away. That's one thing I don't like about having long hair. With an afro, you don't have to deal with all that. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I've had a lot of you guys email me and DM me about how I made this wig. So I decided to film a video showing you guys how I did that. I think I've tried to explain it the best I can. If you have any questions, then just ask. And then I've also decided to kind of review the wig so far since I've had it. So obviously, I've been giving it the she could test of approval, like, you know, how it handles different situations. Because if you're gonna buy hair, you need to know that the hair can last and it can do everything you need it to do. So obviously, one thing you guys do need to remember is the way you treat your hair is how your hair is gonna treat you. So obviously, like, I've seen actually quite a bit of reviews about Beauty Forever's hair, and I heard a lot of people saying like, oh, it knotted, and once they shampooed it, it was dry and so on. That's not the case for me because I like to look after the stuff that I have. So about the knottiness, I think it is expected because this hair is 24 inches long, so of course it's gonna knot at the bottom. But it's not like those knots that, like, you're like, oh goodness, what am I gonna do? Literally just get a comb and it comes out. So it's not even that big of a deal. I kind of expected it. If you're gonna get long hair, expect it to knot just a little bit at the bottom. And in terms of the ends, you know what? They're still smooth, and I think that is because I have been looking after this hair. I think, like, if you condition it the way you're supposed to condition it, then the hair is still going to look fresh and still look new. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I washed it and then it looked rough, it felt rough. If you condition the hair, treat it like it's your real hair. Like, you know how you deep condition and all that, do that to your wigs because they're going to last and they're going to look good at the same time. So in terms of like the she could test of approvals, I have taken it to work and it did really, really well, considering like where I work is like hot, and like I was expecting it to like frizz up and like be like icky, like bleh. It wasn't like that, so thumbs up from me. I have taken it outside when it was raining and it was windy, and it did good. Like, I'm surprised. Obviously, for you guys who live in England, you know it's humid and it rains a lot. I was expecting this hair to just fail, but it didn't, so I was very, very surprised. Obviously, I still need to take it out running. I'm being a bit lazy to go and do my running, but I will take it out with me when I'm going running and exercising to see how it handles, like, when I'm sweating and so on. And then, you know, I'll come back and give you guys my final review on the hair. If you guys have any other questions about this hair, about how I made it and so on, then please let me know, write it down below and try and answer for you guys. But in all fairness, I do love this hair and it's soft. Did you see that? Look how it just runs through my fingers. Considering I haven't combed it, actually, I did it purposely for this video so you guys can see how it is, because I haven't combed it. So I want you guys to see like how my fingers just run through it without me combing it, and I haven't straightened it, I haven't blow dried it yet. I need to do that obviously because I need to lay the hair. Have you guys, like, you know when you shave your legs? Like, you know when you shave your legs and it's soft? That's what it feels like. It is soft, girl. It's soft. Yeah, but obviously I'm gonna come back and give you guys one final review on the hair after I've had it for a bit longer, so I can like summarize this whole little hair journey of mine, experimenting with wigs and so on, so I can give you guys my honest opinion. But yeah, so if you guys want to know how I made this wig, then keep watching. Also, before we get into the tutorial, if you guys want to know how like I secure my wig, or what's the word I'm looking for, how not put it on because that's pretty simple, but like how I put on my wig, like with, you know, the glue and everything, and how I take it off. If you guys want a video on that and how to do it like step by step, then write down below. Jesus Christ. Right, then write down below and I will do that for you guys in my final review for this hair. So like, yeah, enjoy the video and I'll see you guys when I post again. Hey guys, so this is just me unboxing the actual wig. It did come with eyelashes. I was pretty impressed about that. So obviously this is the frontal. Pretty long. I'm happy about that. And it came with 3 bundles, like I said before. So this is just the closure, which is 20 inches. We don't need that. And then the other 2 bundles were 22 inches and the last one was 24 inches. So the closure, as you can see, it's quite long and it's soft. It did not come with a part, which is one thing I wanted because I wanted to make my own part. So this is what you'll need. Say hello to Beatrice, my little head, and then say hello to Beatrice with her little wig cap on. She's rocking it. Yes, girl. So you need some thread, black preferably, obviously. Needles. And pins. I don't know what these pins are called. Sewing pins? You just need pins. So what I tried to do here is I tried to line up the front of the frontal with the front of the wig cap, and then I just pinned it to secure it in Beatrice's face. Poor Beatrice. You have to try and get the frontal as close to the wig cap as possible so you can't really see the wig cap. And then I just pinned the back to secure the frontal so it doesn't move. So how I did the stitching was, I tried to pick up a bit of the wig cap and then try to stitch it into the frontal, if that makes sense, so you can secure it to the wig cap. Careful and try not to knot your thread, because I do that so many times and it's actually quite frustrating. So I'm going to show you again. So I pick up a bit of the wig cap and then I secure it into the frontal. Be careful not to try and sew the hair, which I kept doing a couple of times. The more you do it, the easier it will become. So in terms of securing the rest of the bundles to the wig cap, I did the fold over method. Well, that's what I call it. You can call it whatever you want. So basically I stitched all the way to the end of the wig cap, and then when I got to the end, I folded the hair over. As you can tell, I did double up the bundle so it was thicker. So what I do is I get to the end of the wig cap, as you can see, and then I flip over the hair. So it's kind of like folding it over and then continue stitching. It's so much better to do it like this instead of like cutting the bundle and then restitching again, because you can always just undo it and use your bundles again for something else. So basically the way I'm trying to stitch the bundles to the wig cap is I go through the bundles and then I attach some of the wig cap to it. So on my way back I try to make a knot. So the way I do this is I go through the hoop and then out. As you can see that it's a knot. Okay, I'm not explaining this very well. I'm going to try again. Basically, go through the bundle, through the wig cap, and then pull, and then you can see you kind of created like a hoop. Go through the hoop, and then you create a knot. Oh my god, this is stressful. I'm not explaining this very well. I'm going to try one more time. Go through the bundle, you go through the wig cap, you create a hoop, and then you go through that hoop and it creates a knot. The reason I do this is so that the wig is secure and it doesn't come out. So obviously this is the final product. I call her Patricia. So yeah, as you can see, this is how the wig turned out. I think I did a pretty amazing job considering it's my first time making a wig, but don't tell anyone. So the last final step is you just cut the bit of the frontal that's left. Be careful not to cut the baby hairs, because this frontal did come with baby hairs that you could slick down if you wanted to. So just make sure you're being careful when you're cutting that extra bit of fabric off. So the last and final step is to remove the bit of the wig cap that is not attached to the frontal. So just cut along the stitches of the frontal. So the reason you cut this bit of fabric off is once you put the wig on your head, you need to be able to see the color of the frontal. If you don't cut off that piece of the wig cap, then it's going to look dark and it's not going to look natural, it's not going to blend in. But if you've got any questions, then write them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!